Welcome back to the channel, where we dig through the cinematic graveyard so you don't have to. Today, we are traveling back to the swinging 60s in Britain. But forget about the Beatles and miniskirts. We are looking at the dark, weird underbelly of the decade. We're talking about a time when special effects were made of cardboard, Oliver Reed was always shouting, and aliens had very questionable fashion sense. These movies are odd, they are campy, and they are absolutely delightful. So, pour a nice cup of tea, lock your doors, and let's get weird. Victorian England has a major pest problem, and unfortunately, it isn't rats. The legendary Peter Cushing stars as a detective investigating gruesome murders where the victims are drained of blood. The culprit? A beautiful woman who transforms into a giant, papier-mâché death's head moth. Yes, you heard that right. It is a creature feature that tries to be serious, but ends up being a masterclass in entomological absurdity. Between the fake flapping wings and Cushing trying to keep a straight face while fighting a giant bug, this film proves that even the finest actors cannot save a script about a killer moth.
The blood beast terror.
What could have caused those injuries, Doctor?
They could have been inflicted by some sort of animal.
Tom Gat's been missing for a week.
Can you tell me what happened?
It was a horrible creature, sir, with huge eyes, sir.
From this old house, some evil thing was spawned to bring terror to the surrounding countryside.
Does it make you feel romantic?
I didn't need the moon to make me feel romantic.
No, no! First, you've got to catch me.
Peter Cushing, Robert Fleming, Wanda Ventham, guest star Roy Hudd. What kind of monster lived in this prison? What kind of creature brought terror to a whole community?
Step right up to a carnival sideshow run by the devilish Burgess Meredith, who looks like the Penguin went on a budget vacation. He promises for visitors a glimpse into their horrific futures, provided they pay with their sanity. We get a possessed piano, a man jealous of a cat, and Hollywood star Jack Palance collecting Edgar Allan Poe memorabilia like they are baseball cards. Written by the guy who wrote Psycho, this anthology is a weird, colorful fever dream where the scariest thing isn't the torture, but the sheer amount of polyester suits and aggressive overacting on display here.
The torture garden. Many people walk the length of its terror. This is the writer who shields the secrets of immortality. The rich man who'd sooner part with his life than his wealth. The torture garden. It's where the devil calls the tune to play a concerto of fear.
There's a man out there with his head all...
You are trapped.
The sinister world of Dr. Diabolo.
The real torture garden. It is not for the faint of heart. Who has the courage to try it?
Have you the courage to face what the fates have in store for you? As the devil incarnate, what horror will you next reveal? Rise beyond your dreams to bedevil your future.
No. I'll do it!
Did you know that there are ways to raise the dead?
The money.
See, I promised you horror, and I intend to keep that promise.
In Paris, the Theatre de Mort specializes in realistic gore, but the bodies are piling up backstage too. Christopher Lee is the director, sporting a stare that screams, "I am obviously the villain," yet the movie keeps you guessing. It is a murder mystery disguised as a vampire flick, involving hypnosis, voodoo, and very sharp knives. The film asks the age-old question, is it art, or is it just homicide? With stylish direction and enough red paint to drown a horse, this is a chaotic slice of graphic horror entertainment that makes modern theater look painfully boring by comparison. Enjoy the show.
By the vicious powers of evil. Somewhere among the imaginations which create the theater of death is a killer for whom the world of let's pretend is not enough. Théâtre de Mort, the theater of death, the audience can satisfy their lust for blood. But its evil influence cannot be confined to the stage. Christopher Lee as the fanatical director, fanaticism bordering on insanity. Leela Goldoni.
You're a misfit. You're only happy in the presence of deformity, aren't you? That's why you came to our theater, wasn't it?
Caught up in the sinister life of the theater and in love with its star.
Danny, what is it? What's the matter?
Leave me alone.
Danny, stay away from that man.
Jenny.
It surprise you to know that there are 4 unsolved murders on the police files at the moment. All done in the accepted vampire tradition.
In the foggy alleyways of Paris, the make-believe world of the theater of death becomes a terrifying reality.
Imagine if Star Trek had a budget of £5 and a half-eaten sandwich. A scientist tries to contact aliens, but the aliens decide to just kidnap the entire building instead. The crew ends up on an asteroid, fighting green savages and a robot that looks like a walking vending machine. It is wonderfully British. Nobody panics, they just mildly complain about the inconvenience of being abducted by extraterrestrials. It is clunky, the costumes are questionable, and the logic is non-existent, but it has a charming, let's put on a show energy that makes it impossible to actually hate this movie.
You'll thrill to the most fantastic intergalactic battle ever.
This may be what we've been listening for the past 4 years.
From out of this world, from out of the vast, frightening unknown, come the Terrornauts. One moment on solid from your Earth, the next kidnapped into an enemy world.
The whole human race will be destroyed or driven into caves like savages unless we can...
Unless we stop this enemy first.
A warring asteroid challenged by a handful of humans 1 million miles out in space, determined to save the Earth from the Terrornauts.
Based loosely on H.P. Lovecraft, this film features a young couple inheriting a creepy mill house on an island. The locals are hostile, especially a rowdy Oliver Reed, who spends the movie sweating and yelling. There's something nasty living in the attic, watching everyone through POV camera angles that are meant to be scary, but feel slightly voyeuristic. is a mix of gothic horror and melodrama, culminating in a fiery reveal that explains why you should never keep family secrets locked upstairs. Is tense, atmospheric, and reminds us that real estate bargains always come with curses attached.
Please, let me go. I have to see my husband.
Well, what's wrong with staying right here and passing the time of day with me?
Hey, Chief. That sure is a lovely wife you got there. And, you know, I hear tell she's just as pretty all over. You wouldn't happen to know what your wife's doing right now, would you? Because maybe they're doing the same thing. Together.
Wait a minute. Let me help you.
Sleep one night in the house with the shuttered room, and you may never want to sleep again. There are some doors that should never be opened. One of them is the door to the shuttered room.
I wouldn't take her into that old house, mister. Less'n you want her to end up like this.
There's no hope for Susanna if she spends even one night in that house.
Why, detect a threat there somewhere?
The terror is a touch, a sound that stains two people with the secret of what lies in the shuttered room and beyond.
Please.
Hey, maybe Ethan knows what this guy's wife's doing. Or maybe this guy's wife knows what Ethan is doing.
And there you have it, 5 British gems that prove the 60s were a lot weirder than your parents told you. If you enjoyed this trip into madness, or if you just feel sorry for Peter Cushing having to fight him off, please gently smash that like button. Drop a comment below telling me which of these fever dreams you'd actually watch, and don't forget to subscribe for more vintage insanity. Stay spooky, everyone.